Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Bahashon Kahakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone and Well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect, as the high spirit will allow you. And today I want to go into how the scripture says, you know, the wicked watches over the righteous and seeketh to slay him. And you have to understand that Esau, pursuant to Genesis 25th chapter, I believe, Esau was a cunning hunter. So now that he has a kingdom, he deals with his enemy, us, Jacob, as a cunning hunter. And one thing I noticed that a cunning hunter does is you go into the history of hunting certain animals that should not have even been hunted, like certain gorillas. I said gorilla because that's a fucking animal too. But hunting certain gorillas, and what Esau would do in the history of this man's kingdom, he would demonize certain animals to justify hunting them. Whether it's like certain animals, he'll demonize them and to justify hunting him because he knew that it was a large profit in getting some of the body parts or, you know, whatever. And that's what he did with Jacob, and he demonized us to justify hunting us. All right, so now the narrative after slavery was what? That we were criminals, man. This nigga love putting your face on the news, but I'm gonna tell you something that an Edomite told me. He said that the people on the news that make the news, basically, Jake, that's the lowest level criminal. That's not even a real criminal. It's the people with suits and ties swapping papers in court. Those are the real criminals, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, a nigga with dreadlocks that broke into a car or he shot some nigga, that's little poverty shit, man. You know what I mean? Nah, the real criminals are swapping papers out, man. You see? But Esau's so powerful with his thing called perception and propaganda is that he controls the way you look at people. So when you see a Jake, you got tension in your heart, or you feel like he's up to no good. And a lot of times they're not, but a lot of times Jake just Jake just been a fucking Jake, depending on the environment they're in. All right, but when you see Esau, you don't get that tension, you don't get that fight or flight mode, you don't get that raising the hair on the back of your head, man, because of propaganda, because of perception. But who's done the most damage to humanity? When you say Edomite, really, you should be in survival mode. Like, man, what the fuck is this nigga up to? Why is he so close to these damn kids, man? All right? And one tactic that he used, all right, you have women's, you have the welfare movement, right? And ultimately, it incentivized women, basically so-called black women, to not have a man in the house. So it's a war tactic. If the man is not there, now your children are vulnerable. Now your children is gonna have the boy's not gonna have discipline. Now he's in a state of an animal in your little concrete jungle. Now he's vulnerable to all the tactics that you have against him. Just for you to demonize him in return and have him in your prison industrial complex. You see, the man protects the family. When they say the man is a protector, it's more than he's able to defend you. And he has to defend you from your own self. He has to defend you from your own nature, man. He has to protect you from your own nature, shield you, preserve his daughter from marriage. That's his job, scripturally speaking. All right? His job is to make his son productive. That's his job, man. You see? And if he's not there, his son is going to go off instinct, fall for the traps of the hunter that the hunter set aside from him. And a daughter's going to be a whore, going to be fast in a lot of cases. All right? And what do you have? You have a broken family and a conquered nation. You know? Then you got nothing but processed food, which is another weapon. All right? For the Israelite man. Another fucking weapon. This dark nigga music is another fucking weapon. All right? Never trust thy enemy. So the enemy talking about he has you in your best interest or in his best interest. All right, some bullshit, man. Never trust thy enemy, for his iron rusted, so is his wickedness, man. You see? When it came to the acts of nations, all right, this nigga was so concerned about the 12 tribes getting vaccinated, man. The fuck? That should raise a red flag, man. It's the same nigga that gave us syphilis, man. Like, it was exposed, like he gave us syphilis, man. All right? We were test subjects for this nigga, man. That's why so many Israelites die in the hospital, man. The mortality rate of a black woman and a child in the hospital is fucking high as hell, man. It's way higher than an Edomite, man. Your chance of dying skyrockets if you have an Edomite doctor. Don't you know that shit? Your chance of your child dying, all right, skyrockets if you have an Edomite doctor, man. All right, this nigga looks at you as an animal, man. Esau congratulates behavior that he wants from you. So if you're a nigger, you're a criminal, you're wild, you're instinctive, you're primitive, he rewards that shit and he makes you famous. But if you're intelligent or you're a hard worker, it's like that's fucking boring and lame, man. All right? He wants chaos, to reproduce with chaos, to create more chaos, just to fucking encapsulate you, to put you in a box, man. You know? When you outside that box, Esau gets worried, man. Like, well, what type of nigga is this, man? What does he know? You know? But, I mean, that's pretty much the point, man. This nigga's a hunter. So any move he makes, any movement that he puts money behind, the ultimate thing is an overthrow. His ultimate agenda is to overthrow, man. This nigga's an overthrow. He with the overthrow game, man. He all about that overthrow. How do I overthrow these motherfuckers, man? That's why everything that Jake's talk about, it just so happen to be against the Most High. You know, I can overthrow these niggas through transgression. Sin culture, man. You know? But, I mean, that's pretty much the point, man. Alright? This nigga, he's with the overthrow game, man. Alright? You know, never trust our enemy. But till the next time, shalom.